Hey, Steiner!
Yeah?
Hey, you got a patient on our way to delivery. They're saying it's triplets.
Oh, my gosh, that's Montessori. She's not due till September.
Hey, good luck to the both of you. Mary Ryan, the light of my life, where you been?
I've got a surprise, Don. Where's Mother?
Well, she's in the kitchen. She's been trying to call you all day.
I've been to the printer.
Hey,
wait till you
Mary,
see.
Oh, you got the posters.
They are sensational. And do you know what?
Oh.
Martin only charged us for the plate. He ran off 1,000 posters as a campaign contribution. He said, Mary, having your brother on the city council for Riverside will be the best thing that ever happened to this city. And what's good for Riverside is good for Martin, the printer.
Of course.
Mary, where in the world have you been? Oh, you've been to the printers.
Are you ready?
Hey, will you look at that? Now, he's the spitting image of me when I married your mom.
And he's going to win by 100,000 votes. Oh, my name ain't Mae Ryan.
Look out, Mother. You are crushing the council.
Here, give it to me. I want to put it up in here somewhere.
I've got one by the window, Don, the other behind the bar.
Righto, righto.
Oh, there's some tape in the drawer, John.
Yeah, good. J.P., hold it.
So, Mr. Criswell, you coming to the party tonight? We're having a little get-together for Frank and all the people who helped in the primary.
Well, I'm not about to miss a party, even though I wasn't able to help much this spring due to my bad bronchial tubes.
Don't worry about it, Alfred. She'll give you a second chance.
You know, there was one thing that you could manage better than anybody else.
What's that?
The sanitation workers' picnic this Labor Day.
Yeah.
Do you think you could arrange for Frank to say a few words?
I think I could handle that.
Thanks very much, Mr. Criswell. Listen, why don't you just stop by campaign headquarters when you're collecting the garbage and we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Don, that looks elegant. Hey, listen, has anybody heard from Frank?
I've been meaning to ask you the same question.
I called him at campaign headquarters and he wasn't there.
No, and he's not at home because Delia left the baby here and went shopping. And he's not with Bob because Bob was looking all over for him, too.
Well, he was supposed to be at the Board of Elections until noon. Frank Ryan, where are you?
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. On One Life to Live, 2 soap favorites are saying so long, and 2 more are saying hello.
You're right.
Terrell Tilford and Jason Tam are leaving Landview.
Take care of yourself.
While Dan Gauthier is returning as Kevin Buchanan.
What a surprise.
And Melissa Fumero is back as Adriana Kramer.
I will be back before you know it.
Also, you know her as Ariana from Days of Our Lives, but now Lindsay Hartley's moving on up to Pine Valley.
Can I come in?
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
Bare Minerals is the original. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals because it changes more than your skin.
Bare Minerals will change your life.
This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Bare Minerals is the only foundation I would ever use. Ever.
100% pure Bare Minerals is not like any other makeup. It looks like beautiful bare skin while it covers whatever you want it to. No matter what your skin type or condition, Bare Minerals is for you. Best of all, now is a great time to start going bare because right now you can get everything you need for flawless coverage. And a new favorite, Click Lock Go, gives you a spill-proof way to take Bare Minerals foundation with you anywhere. We also have an exclusive bonus collection worth $57.95, free. And it's all yours for more than 75% off retail. Our introductory Get Started kit includes Bare Minerals foundation for flawless coverage. We promise a perfect shade match or your money back. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow. Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch. And Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call right now and you'll also receive 3 fabulous full-size and totally free gifts, including Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. So our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But if you call right now, this entire 7-piece set is yours for just 1 payment of $29.99. That's right. Order direct and receive everything you see here for only 1 payment of $29.99. That's over 75% off the retail price, a savings of over $90.
It's not expensive. It lasts for such a long time.
Bare Minerals is my miracle.
With our 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
To save over 75%, call 1-800-235-3320. ESCO, you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-235-3320 now.
Mrs. Santos.
No. Usted no comprende. El otro doctor estuvo aquí esta mañana.
Look, if you won't let us take the blood, we can't do the tests.
Y me sacó la sangre, me sacó galones de sangre, me dejó seca.
And if we can't do the test, we can't find out what's wrong with you.
Pero si ya yo no tengo más sangre para dar.
Excuse me, Bucky. Pat, can you figure out what she's saying?
She says somebody took blood already. Have you checked her chart?
Good grief.
Doctor, él no comprende. Ya me sacaron la sangre esta
See,
mañana.
Mrs. Santos, ya lo sé. He understands now. We're very sorry. Lo sentimos mucho. Are you feeling better this afternoon?
Un poco ahora.
Dr. Carter.
Mr. González, ese hombre, ese doctor joven es una amenaza. Sáquelo de aquí, por favor.
Lo siento mucho, señora. I'll have a word with him. Yo hablaré con él ahora. Dr. Carter.
Mrs. Santos, you registered to vote? ¿Está usted registrada para votar? ¿Está usted registrada para votar?
Sí.
Well, let me give you one of my brother's campaign buttons. My brother, Frank Ryan.
Dr. Carter, I understand that interns are inexperienced. I understand that this hospital and our procedures are new to you. And I know that you're confused and frightened and exhausted. But what you have just done is inexcusable.
Yeah, well, yes, ma'am.
A degree from medical school is a fine thing, Dr. Carter, but it's no substitute for common sense. The first rule in this or any other hospital is that you'll never treat a patient before consulting his chart.
Yes, ma'am.
On my station, you don't even look at a patient before looking at his chart.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, you don't even step into his room without...
Checking his chart.
Right. And when you don't know what a patient is trying to tell you, find someone who does. It might be important. Also, Dr. Ryan, it's against regulations to wear jewelry of any kind on your whites. That includes campaign buttons.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, you two have met, haven't you?
Yeah.
Faith Coleridge, Bucky Carter.
Yeah. Hi.
I just wanted to say, don't overreact to Ramona. My father's been in neurology here for 30 years. He says in all that time she's the best charge nurse he's ever had on the service.
Well, that's quite a recommendation.
No, but he's terrified of her, and he's acting head of the department. So you're not alone, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
See you. Bye, Pat.
So long.
That was so nice of her.
Yeah, well, Faith is a nice girl.
Oh, do you know her very well?
We grew up together.
Really?
Our fathers have been friends since they were kids.
She sat next to me at orientation, and I have spent the last 7 days following her around whenever I've had the chance, at a discreet distance.
Faith?
Yeah, you just said she was nice.
Well, nice is nice, but you don't follow it around for 7 days.
I do. I think she's beautiful.
Bucky, listen. Believe me, it isn't worth it.
Worth what?
The effort.
What isn't?
Faith isn't.
Well, maybe not to you.
Yeah, but there's nothing there. I mean, after the effort, all you've got is nice.
What else do you want?
been doing a little survey of some of the younger members of the nursing staff, and I think there are 6 or 7 real possibilities that deserve immediate attention. So why don't we take this stuff down to the lab and then look for some company for our coffee break?
Pat, I understand what you're doing, and I appreciate it. I really do. But if you're going to go to all that trouble, do you know what I'd really appreciate more than anything else?
I'm afraid I do.
The person I'd really like to have coffee with is Faith Coleridge.
How could you look at that face and not vote for him?
At least twice. Hey, listen, hey, take this and put it up in the window so as not to disturb your plants.
Oh, you're a good and thoughtful man, John Ryan.
Frank's not at the clubhouse. I don't know where he is.
Delia thought he'd be here before she got back. She wanted to take the baby home.
Where is Little John?
Asleep in the kitchen in his crib, blessed child. At least I hope he is. Will you take a look?
Sure.
Mr. Ryan?
That's right.
You remember me? Jack Finelli.
Oh, yes, yes.
I haven't been up in Riverside in about 5 or 6 years, I guess. But I've seen Frank around town a few times.
Yes, he's mentioned that.
Listen, congratulations.
Alfred, would you go on outside and tell me that
Thanks.
this is the right place?
I hear it was a very effective primary.
He won.
Look, Mr. Ryan, I'm not up here to put the knock on Frank. Frank was a good cop. Nobody knows better than I do what this city owes its good cops. I've been interested in your son ever since I wrote that story about him and his partner. What was his name?
Bob Reed.
Reed. And the sniper on the hospital roof. And I've been following his career off and on ever since. So I was interested when he quit the force to run in the primary up here. And I was interested when he won. And I'd be interested in writing a story about this campaign.
I see.
You, think he'll be around this evening?
Yes, he'll be here later. We're having a celebration here for him. Nobody seems to know where he is right now.
I'd like to arrange an interview.
Well, why don't you just call his campaign headquarters in the morning?
It would save time if I could get some background.
About Frank?
And about his campaign?
Mary, this is Mr. Finelli. You may remember him on the Courier. My daughter, Mary Ryan.
I remember.
Do we really know each other?
I've seen you around here occasionally with Jill Coleridge.
You must have been one of those little guys.
Not so little. Why do you want to write about my brother?
Now look, the two of you. I've written some stuff that's been critical of the police department. That doesn't mean I can't write an unbiased article about an ex-cop. Frank Ryan has himself an interesting issue up here. It's going to be a good campaign. I'd like to write about it. Now, until I can talk to Frank himself, it'd be a help if somebody would answer a few simple questions.
I can tell you whatever you need to know. I've been working with Frank since February.
Thank you very much.
The whole thing started with Mr. Joseph Ballardino, who's 72 years old and runs a dry cleaning store on the bottom floor of one of the tenements on the avenue. Sugar? Frank was his delivery boy for a while in high school. And he once stopped a robbery in the store, an off-duty arrest. So, Joe was one of the people in Riverside who really loves Frank a lot. Last fall, the hospital tried to buy Joe's building, and 4 others adjacent to it, and put a high-rise in there, medium to high-income apartment building for staff. Well, it would have meant that a lot of people, most of them elderly, all of them poor, some of whom had lived their whole lives in those buildings, were going to lose their homes. But Joe was going to lose his home and his store, so he asked Frank to do something about it.
Why Frank?
Because he thinks Frank can do anything, which he can, and he did. He organized the tenants, got them to picket the hospital, proposed an alternative site, and got the owners of the new site to talk to the hospital administration. Cooled the whole thing down, for the time being anyway. And 2 weeks later, Phil Carmody, who was the city councilman for Riverside, died.
I assume Frank didn't arrange that.
Frank was through law school. He didn't see any reason to wait. He was organized. He had a direct line into the community and a lot of goodwill going for him. He'd planned to go into city politics all along. So he resigned from the force and announced for the special primary for Carmody's seat.
What sort of deal did he make with the district leader to get the party endorsement?
No deal, Finelli. Frank Ryan doesn't make deals.
And what's he doing in politics?
I don't think I can talk to you.
Why not? You do it fine.
Because you're cynical and sarcastic, and I get the feeling that you're trying to set me up for something.
Well, you're hostile and suspicious. And don't you know nobody gets elected to anything by abusing a member of the press?
Okay, Finelli. I don't know whether or not I can make you understand Frank Ryan, but I'm going to try.
For a showdown with a deadly enemy.
I don't want you to get hurt because of me.
But this week,
don't you want to find out if Brenda and Dante are lying to everyone?
he's caught in a shocking lie
Why didn't you tell me?
that will change everything. Watch General Hospital weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
It can happen anywhere. That itch you can't scratch, embarrassing odor, you don't feel like yourself.
Vagisil medicated wipes relieves itch, odor, even cleanses. Fast. Be the woman you want to be 100% of the time. Vagisil.
Why keep waiting for love when you could actually take the first step to a great new relationship for free? Announcing eHarmony's biggest free communication event. From Friday, November 5th through Sunday, November 14th, you can review your compatible matches and even start communicating using our guided communication. Absolutely free. The sooner you start, the more time you'll have to take advantage of this amazing offer. So try eHarmony now. Absolutely free.
Sharing America's softest tissues has never been easier. Now you can mail a Kleenex brand share package for free at Kleenex.com. Log on today and discover why Kleenex brand is softness worth sharing.
He searched for years.
Who is it? Who's my father?
This week,
I have a right to know.
the truth is finally revealed. Then, as one chapter comes to an end,
How are we gonna live without Cole?
another love begins.
I had to find out if you were okay.
Watch One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Hi.
Hi.
If you're not busy, I mean, I know you're reading, but if it isn't urgent, would you like to go for coffee?
Thank you, Bucky. I really want to get through this.
What you got there?
Acute surgical treatment of skull fracture.
Oh. Why?
Well, my brother handled an emergency skull this afternoon. 5 hours in the OR.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what it was all about.
You wouldn't like to take a 15-minute break, huh?
No. Thank you.
Faith, that's really alarming.
What? I beg your pardon?
Did Mother ever tell you about Shannon?
I don't think so.
What's that? Who? Shannon was a beautiful young girl with a terrible thirst for knowledge. And a sad, strange thing happened to her.
And you're going to tell us what, right?
In her part of the country, you see, there was a magical circle of trees with red berries. And in the middle of the circle, there was a well, deep beyond knowing, and famed far and wide for the great silver trout that swam in its waters. They swam up from the center of the earth to eat the red berries that had fallen into the well from the encircling trees. And after they'd eaten, their sides were marked for a day and a night with the red stains of the fruit. Now, the truth was that if a man caught one of the trouts with the stains still upon it and cooked it and ate it, he was filled with all knowledge. So, needless to say, a lot of men spent a lot of time fishing at the well. But no woman was allowed. It was whispered that something terrible would happen if a woman ever ate the flesh of a berry-stained trout. So, along came Shannon, a quick, bright girl with her nose in a book from morning till night. And she wanted knowledge more than anything else in the world. So, she waited until evening when the men had left, and she lit herself a fire and fanned its coals, then walked over to the well and dropped in her line. A clever girl that she was, she caught a trout straight away and popped it into the coals and cooked it. But she'd no sooner opened her mouth to take a bite when there was a terrible clap of thunder and a great shaking of the earth, and up from the heart of the well burst a torrent of water, and it swept up poor Shannon and carried her down to the sea, and she was never heard of again. The water, however, still flows in the path it carried her in, and it's called by her name, the River Shannon.
You know, that is really a terrible story. Keep those little girls illiterate, right?
Well, that's not entirely the point.
It makes me sad. Bucky, thank you for the invitation. Some other time, okay?
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry, old man. I tried my best.
I loved it. I think she just wanted to read.
Bucky, it isn't worth the effort. You off duty now?
Yeah.
Good. I'm due for a break. And I want to catch up with my brother. Come on.
Now, where are we going?
Come on. Oh. Miss Gonzalez, I'm off until 6 o'clock. I'm going to take Dr. Carter across the street to my parents' place. We'll be back in a half hour or so.
Yes, Dr. Ryan.
There's always somebody over there to have coffee with. You can meet my parents.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet.
I'm telling everybody.
If a celebrity is out of control.
It's a train wreck and people like that.
If a story is controversial.
It's such a hot button issue now.
If the headline is outrageous.
Folks lost their minds.
You can bet they're talking about it on The View.
He may be a philandering dog, but I don't think he's a bad guy.
Oh, they're going there.
Excuse me?
It's not over till the co-hosts have their say.
I gotta get my Snooki a what?
The View, weekdays only on ABC.
Welcome to the Clorox 2 Stain Research Facility. Please proceed to the viewing platform. Watch tough stains disappear right before your eyes with Clorox 2 Stain Fighter and Color Booster. See for yourself. Lose the stains, keep the color. One bottle of Clorox 2 takes care of 33 loads. Tide Stain Release only does 11. Find Clorox 2 next to the Clorox Bleach.
The Gerber generation is spreading their love for fruits and veggies. Gerber Nature Select Baby Food. 100% nutritious, 100% up to Gerber standards. Welcome to the Gerber generation. The Gerber generation loves whole grains this much. Gerber Graduate Snacks with yummy whole grains and the vitamins and minerals your toddler needs. Welcome to the Gerber generation.
On the verge of a verdict. Did you murder your husband? The victim becomes a suspect.
In one final act of revenge.
He sets you up for his murder.
Can they find the proof in time?
If this goes wrong, we'll both end up in prison.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Go to SoapNet.com to sign up for the weekly SoapNet newsletter, the source for all the latest soap news. Enjoy a weekly email with links to photo galleries of your favorite stars, cast comings and goings, storyline sneak peeks, fun quizzes, and the scoop on special events. Sign up now at SoapNet.com. People are talking about General Hospital. Cheryl Simpson posted on Facebook, "I am loving the secret between Brenda and Dante." Jessica Rigby adds, "This will be the big twister. Poor Sonny, poor Lulu." Kristen J. Fluger wants to see Carly versus Brenda. Let the duel begin. But Megan Werner says, "No more secrets between Sonny and Brenda. They need a fresh start." And Pearl Ann Brown sums it up with, "Drama, drama, drama." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
This marriage is a farce.
Now that she's an Abbott,
I'm joining Abby in her lawsuit.
let the battle begin.
We're going to war.
The Young and the Restless, tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
Burn in hell, Vivian.
Trapped by her enemies and about to die.
Crematorium?
Now, will her estranged son be her only hope for rescue?
Philip, it's me. I'm in the coffin.
Vivian.
Watch Days of Our Lives, weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
In the beginning, the only endorsement Frank had was from the family.
What family?
The Ryan family, Finelli. Don't be smart. Charlie Ferris is our district leader, and he's known Frank all his life. So Frank went round as a courtesy to tell him that he was trying to get signatures to put himself on the ballot.
Was Charlie surprised?
Charlie is never surprised, but he was non-committal. Frank wanted Charlie's backing, but he didn't want to have to make a deal to get it. So the question was, how to make Charlie want him. You need 750 signatures to be on the ballot, right?
Right.
Some are always disallowed, so it's wise to collect about 500 more. Well, Frank came home one night with a map of Riverside, and we stayed up until 4 in the morning planning how to collect 3,000 signatures in 5 days.
How many did you get?
3,049. Half an hour after Frank's petitions were filed, the phone rang. Good old Charlie went to buy Frank a drink.
Dear, are you all right?
Ma'am?
Oh, darling, what is it?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, come over here. Sit down. Oh, you're shaking like a leaf. Should we get the doctor?
No, it's not that.
Oh, dear.
I just...
Dear.
I almost got run down by a taxi.
Where?
Merciful heaven.
At the corner.
Did you get his number?
Oh, of course you didn't get his number.
Sorry.
Well, it's not for you to be sorry.
I didn't mean to.
So, no deals, just old-fashioned hard-working initiative.
That's right.
Who collected all those signatures?
Oh, we had volunteers of every age and size.
What's the matter? Who's the blonde?
That's Frank's wife, Delia. Something's wrong.
Don't, darling, don't. You're all right now. Nothing bad has happened. You're safe, and we're with you, and your baby's in his crib, and Frank will be here soon.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.